Hey everybody, Stephanie Mo Davis here, coming at you with a quick update on what's been going on in my life. It is now almost mid-May here in Houston, Texas. I'm still in Houston, Texas. Quite warm already, but I'm enjoying it for sure. Want to just give you guys an update. I haven't made a video on the channel for quite a while, and I just want to share with you some of cool, exciting things that have been going on within my realm and sphere here. And also, I just wanted to check in to see how all y'all are doing. There's my little southern accent for you. So, you know that I moved here to Houston to pursue this desire to help educate physicians and patients on this concept of self awareness and spiritually awakening and integrating our emotions, our thoughts, and our actions so we can provide better service work and provide more options and tools for people who are suffering, right? And man, have I manifested some really cool projects, but that hasn't come with an exceptional amount of work and sacrifice. So one of my main messages in making this video today is whatever it is you may be going through, please understand that for the majority, the aggregate of the population, we've had to make tremendous sacrifices. We've had to suffer. We've had to face fear. We've had to find courage when we feel like giving up. This is part of the territory. And facing a chronic illness and almost losing my life a couple of times definitely prepared me to fight for my life, right? So not all of the protocols were working for me in the traditional realm, hence why I do what I do, right? I live with my story, and this is my story. So the important part was, at some point within my healthcare journey and my life's journey, all of the tools, all of the necessities and things I was told to do just weren't working for me. So I had to go deep within myself and ask myself very difficult questions like, are you ready to go? Do you want to give up? Because it being too hard was part of the daily regime for me. It's just part of the day-to-day was, this is going to be hard today. I don't have the strength to make it up to go to the bathroom, or I have to go to dialysis today, or I'm waiting for a kidney transplant. Life being hard was a natural part of my process. So I had to continuously go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and ask myself, do you have what it takes to continue to fight for your life? Why are you here? Is there something that you need to do here yet? Or are you ready to go? These are very deep existential questions that often we don't face unless we're, dealing with our own trauma, tragedy, or illness or life event that forces us to look at ourselves. I was forced to look at myself, and in that tragedy or disaster, cultivated my greatest gift. And I talk about this all of the time. Those who have really been through hell can either come through it bitter or better, I like to say. And, for me, I feel the way that we demonize illness is completely backwards. I've found all of my greatest gifts through my suffering. And it's unfortunate it had to be that way, but it appears to me collectively that this is the way that we learn and grow and face discomfort, is by being forced to, having it be shoved in our face and having no option other than to try to run, which induces more suffering, or to just face yourself. So, me getting here where I am, I've had to constantly choose to keep going, to keep fighting. Everything about what I'm doing, the majority of people, even my closest friends and family members, have said, like, yeah, you're not really going to make a difference. The system is, so inertia-based. Healthcare is not going to change. We all know it's broken, but you, little you, yeah, good luck. You're not going to get anywhere. And you're just a patient. And you practice spirituality and self-awareness. Yeah, you're not what they're looking for. Well, guess what? I didn't care. I had to constantly care so much about why I was here that I had to release care of those, even my closest loved ones, who didn't believe in me. And this was the norm for me. So not only did I have to face my own challenges constantly with health, but then I had other people around me wanting me to choose the easier route because I believe it felt more comforting for them. They wanted me to be happy, safe, and secure and not suffer and not struggle anymore. So, it was always, why don't you, find somebody to be with who can make you happy and do nice things? Or why don't you just go back to teaching yoga, and you were such a wonderful, fantastic yoga teacher and successful doing that. Why don't you just go back to that? Yeah, I've thought about all of that stuff, and there's at times a temptation in doing it, but once you know who you are, you know. And you just have to stay focused. It has to be your own personal North Star, and you just gotta show up, and you gotta do what it takes to continue to persevere. And this is resilience. This is strength. This is compassion for humanity. When you want to make a change within a failing system that seems completely impossible, this is a life sacrifice. I may never see the fruits of my labor. In fact, nothing may ever happen. I don't know. So far, cool things are happening. But this is what it takes. You have to just not know. You have to know enough within yourself to know who you are, to be true to yourself, to face those around you who somehow would feel more comforted if you chose another reality. You have to just do you. You have to get to the place where you know who you are, you know why you're here, and you're going to do what it takes to get there, no matter the result. So check out our new website, awakeninghealthcare.com. We've made a bunch of really cool YouTube videos. We also have just started a new podcast with a beautiful nonprofit called Heart-Based Medicine. And my colleague Ruby, Dr. Shah, and myself joined Dr. Jan Bonhoeffer and Dr. Dan Dinnenberg from Hawaii and Switzerland, and we did a 10-series podcast that's really cool. And I'm just delighted that I'm here to witness this happening, and very excited to see what manifests from this podcast as time proceeds. But I'm committed. I hope you guys stay committed to what it is that you want, and you stay committed to figuring out truly why you're here. And if you need any assistance, you want to have a chat, hit me up, message me. You guys know where to find me. So that's where I am. All is good. My health is good. I got my niece coming to visit me very shortly, which I'm very excited about. Life is good. Life is not easy. Life is not easy. But life is meaningful and full of purpose. And my heart couldn't be fuller and more grateful to be doing what it is that I found is the reason why I'm here. So thanks, guys.